Hey, what's going on, guys? Week 11, LSU versus Alabama. This was the game that everybody has circled on their calendar. Two of the best quarterbacks going head-to-head on the same field. A Heisman Trophy at stake, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 4 touchdowns had my run of the week. Let's get started. The first thing I notice is how many guys does the defense have in the box. So by my count, Alabama has 8 defenders in the box. LSU has offensive linemen plus a tight end to block Alabama's 8 defenders. So this is actually a win for Alabama. Alabama has 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers in the middle, and on the outside of those linebackers, they have both their safeties. And so they're in perfect position to play this run. There's penetration, which is number 1 for a defensive lineman. Penetration in the run game is the one thing that usually kills run plays. Alabama's defensive tackle, 99, does a great job at running through the right guard and creates penetration in the run game. Before this play, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has scored 3 touchdowns and really had been on a roll. He was finding a rhythm with the game. At the snap of this play, there is absolutely nowhere for Clyde Edwards-Helaire to run his football. But the one thing that you can never account for, you can never put a stat on it, is a man's will, his heart, and his determination to make a play work. Clyde Edwards-Helaire did this through imposing his will on his defense. He exploited the corner. He put pressure on the corner to make this tackle. A lot of running back coaches talk about how the low man wins, pad level, low center of gravity. Well, Clyde is 5'8". Clyde is lower than number 7. He gets up underneath his pad level. And number 7 is flat-footed and he's trying to make this tackle. That's a tough tackle. And then once he realizes that he's not gonna be able to bring him down, then he goes for the strip and the rest is history. Clyde Edwards-Helaire scores a touchdown in the biggest moment on the biggest stage when his team needed him the most. And the other reason why this play worked so well is because of the block from receiver Jamar Chase. It doesn't look like much, and probably a lot of people missed it, but when I watched the film and I watched this play back, I saw just how much it was a factor on this play. And so we talk about number 7, the corner, going for the strip and missing the tackle. Well, the one thing that Alabama does really well is they gang tackle. And so number 35, the middle linebacker, is coming full speed to get in on this tackle. And if he does get in on this tackle, well, now Clyde Edwards-Helaire has to break 2 tackles, which I believe he ends up getting tackled on the 3 or 4 yard line if that linebacker, number 35, can get in on this tackle. But Jamar Chase sees him out of the corner of his eye. He doesn't even turn his head fully to see who it is. He just knows that he sees color and he has to get a piece of it. And luckily for him, he gets just enough of this linebacker, blindsides him, and the linebacker never sees it coming. And smart players show up time and time again. With pad level, heart, determination, grit, Clyde Edwards-Helaire scored his 4th touchdown in a row. He ended the game with 4 touchdowns that beat the great Alabama. And I was so impressed just by play after play after play. He continued to show up when they needed him most. He played like a giant in this football game.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.